countdown is on. It is almost 1997. Hi, everybody. I'm Nancy O'Dell.
And I'm Larry Mendte. Thank you for joining us. Giselle Fernandez is on location at the Rose Parade, and we're going to take you there in just a few minutes. But first, a New Year's Eve riddle. Strap on your thinking caps now and listen very closely. See if you can ring in 1997 with the right answer. Riddle. What's been dropping for 89 years straight, weighs more than 500 pounds, is 6 feet in diameter, has 180 75-watt halogen lamps, covered with 12,000 large rhinestones, attracts 1 million people live and 300 million by television? Give up? The answer is the New Year's Eve ball. That's right, the ball. And when the ball goes down, Dick Clark's around.
I have never been so cold in all my life.
He's the guy that's had New Year's Eve plans since 1972, hosting New York's biggest bash from Times Square, Father Time himself. Happy New Year and happy 25th anniversary to Dick Clark for standing out in the cold in the name of television.
Can you see that? It's about 40, 41 degrees. It's raining slightly, but it hasn't dampened anybody's enthusiasm.
And the man who will once again ring in the new year is with us now in New York City, where the preparations are underway for the big 1997 bash. Dick Clark, thanks so much for joining us today.
Nancy, I am 10 stories up in the air at the Marriott Marquis in Times Square. Tonight, I'm going to be right down in that mess. There'll be about 1 million people celebrating, so you'll be nice, warm, and cozy somewhere.
We will. Well, first of all, let me say congratulations. This is your silver anniversary, the 25th year you've hosted New Year's Rockin' Eve.
One would think by now I had better sense, but truly, it's a great occasion. I love being here. It is the place to be on New Year's, Times Square in New York City.
What keeps you coming back every year?
Well, I've signed up to the year 2000, and I think it's force of habit. I don't have to worry about what I'm going to be doing on New Year's Eve. I'm going to be here. It's a fun night. It's full of music, a lot of partying.
What else are we going to see new this year that has not been seen the years before?
Well, for 25 years, when we first started out, I stood on top of a building like this with my wife, a cameraman, and an audio man. And for the last 25 years, she's been huddling in a motor home down below the platform there. This year, she said, in honor of the show's anniversary, she's going to come up and celebrate New Year's with a kiss. She kisses all the crew members before we get together.
So that's good to know. You're actually going to have your wife there beside you to kiss on New Year's Eve.
I want her to share the exhilaration of this chilly air. It's going to be in the 20s. They said 18 degrees tonight. Oh, man.
Oh, dear, you poor thing.
Give me a break.
I think it's about 70 degrees here. Does that make you feel any better?
Oh, that's nice. I suppose you're going to go out and sit under a palm tree after it's all done.
Probably. Happy New Year to you. Thanks again for joining us.
Nancy, Happy New Year early. One last note. Speaking of the Kiss with my wife, we have Kiss on the show tonight, the biggest concert act of the year. Don't miss it. Happy New Year.
We'll be watching, Dick. Again, Happy New Year to you.
Thank you.
And last year, the new and improved high-tech New Year's Eve ball actually landed 2 seconds late. But this year, organizers say there won't be a drop of trouble because they've improved the new and improved ball. You can tune in and check it out tonight on ABC.
Giselle Fernandez is off on assignment today. She has the very exciting and coveted job of co-hosting this year's Rose Parade here in California. A coveted job because she gets to sit this close to co-host Al Roker. Al and Giselle are with us now to show us around and take us behind the scenes at this mega event. Hello, Al. Hello, Giselle. How are you?
Well, we are doing just fine. In fact, Giselle has coveted me a long time.
I gotta tell you, Larry, next to you, pal, this is a New Year's.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, Al, treat her well, but, you know, not too well.
Hey, it's good seeing you, Larry, again.
It's nice seeing you. Hey, what's going on back there?
Larry, I'm telling you, it is so wonderful down here in Pasadena. We are in a warehouse where they're putting the last-minute touches, and let me tell you about detail on all these beautiful floats. Bill Lufthouse is with us here.
Good morning,
26 floats. Good morning. Happy New Year, sir.
Thank you.
Tell us, this is the pride and joy leading the parade, is that right?
This is the lead float in the parade. It's selected by the president, and he thinks it'll best personify his theme. Eastman Kodak presents Wish Upon a Star.
I love this parade. This
Alhambra?
right here.
That's the city of Alhambra. If you look from the front, these people in the front that in the Jeep,
Right.
they've really made this elephant mad, and he's not going to take it anymore, so he's going to catch him.
I see, because I would rather us not be behind the elephant.
That's a big behind.
That's true. That's
He's
true.
got a pretty nice trunk, too, and I understand the flowers here are spectacular, as they are every year. What am I holding?
You're holding a dendrobium orchid stem.
What other kind of flowers? I can't even pronounce them. It sounds like Greek to me.
It's really yellow. It goes from carnations, chrysanthemums, to orchids, to gladiolas to calendulas. I mean, it is an endless, any type of flower from a dried to a live material, but lots and lots of roses because it's a rose parade.
Let me just show you one thing. Al, let's walk this way.
Let's walk this way.
All the flowers.
Walk this way.
Walk this way. Do it. Come on, do it once. Do it once. We are going to have fun hosting this parade.
Oh, yeah.
Look at all these wonderful people here on the last day before the big day.
These are all volunteers.
All volunteers. The beautiful flowers. I can't tell you how fabulous it smells in here. It smells like the perfume.
Hold on.
Fabulous.
I love it.
You guys were meant to be
Larry,
together.
You never do this with me.
The two Stooges.
Thank you.
Hey, it's good to see the two of
You
you.
could be the third, Larry.
I'd love to be out there and be your Larry.
You've got the name.
I know exactly.
He does, and the humor. Larry, have a fantastic New Year's Eve. We'll be here tomorrow morning hosting the New Year's Day Rose Parade.
Hey,
NBC, baby.
Real quick, though, I saw that you were practicing, Al. I saw you were practicing your parade wave. Can you do it for us as we leave? Perfect. You have it down. They've been practicing all day. Thank you, Al. Thank you, Giselle.
We miss you, Larry. Talk to you later.
I'll see you. You can tune in to Giselle and the Rose Parade tomorrow on NBC.
Looks like they're going to have a great time. Well, what do you have to look forward to in 1997? Well, you could spend every day with Brad Pitt, not a bad idea. Or how about Daisy Fuentes? And you could even hang out with Elvis each month, believe it or not. The 1997 calendars are coming your way, and everyone you can imagine wants to give you a year to remember. Get ready, everybody, for 1997. For the ladies, Mr. Pitt and Mr. Bond.
Thank you all for coming for unveiling of my calendar.
And hey, guys, we haven't forgotten about you. Oh, my.
Yeah. Each and every day of the year. I'm naked. That's cool. I turned into Beavis and Butthead for a minute there, sorry.
For you TV junkies, beam me up. Flashback. Elvis has left the building. Thank you and good night.
Things aren't going to be so rosy on the Roseanne show when Dan Connor admits he's had a cheating heart. Dan will confess to Roseanne that he met another woman while taking care of his mother. Tune in to see the sparks fly January 7th. The court jester of basketball is getting wholesome in the name of milk. Bad boy Dennis Rodman is the new poster boy with the milk mustache. Rodman's famous top is done up in 3 different colors. His bottom half is in the buff. Holy underwear thief, Batman. Someone has stolen Schwarzenegger's shorts from the set of the new Batman and Robin movie. As Mr. Freeze, Arnold gets to wear chain-link jockey shorts. But they've had to beef up security now that Mr. Freeze has been left out in the cold.
Coming up, from Madonna to the Macarena, we'll access the top 10 stories of 1996 and see why it was one wild year. Plus, they're freezing their scrubs off on Chicago Hope. And we'll take you behind the really cool scenes.
It's freezing cold. We're shooting in like 8 degrees below zero weather.
Stay tuned. We've got the hype and the hope just ahead on Access Hollywood.
Well, from Madonna to the Macarena, 1996 has been a year of fascinating people and amazing events, all adding up to a year of great stories. Well, we decided to bring you what we think are the 10 best entertainment stories of the year and kick off 1997 by taking a look back at 1996.
Bala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo pa dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Bala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena.
Guess what? I'm not like every other man you know. I'm not really allowed to talk about it here, but because I don't want to ruin it.
You don't own me. Don't try to change me in any way. I don't tell you what.
Happy days.
That's what I call a close encounter.
Did you get all tingly? Because I'm tingly now.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Good year for entertainment. Well, how are the stars planning to make this year special? Sylvester Stallone is kicking off 1997 in the jet-set town of San Moritz in Switzerland, as well as Danny DeVito and Robert De Niro. And John Travolta is spending his holiday in Maine. Larry?
And Nancy, the stars of TV Chicago Hope are spending the end of 1996 freezing their stethoscopes off. The show has moved off the Los Angeles lot to shoot in Chicago a few times before, but now, for the first time ever, the cast is shooting an entire episode in the windy and cold city. When Chicago Hope moved its operation from sunny L.A. to the windy city, stars Peter Berg and Christine Lahti got more than they bargained for.
And I didn't know that I was going to be working nights in the middle of winter. So it's a little hard, but, you know, I love the snow.
It's freezing cold. We're shooting in like 8 degree below zero weather, and it puts a certain cold reality on things that we couldn't get in Los Angeles.
Berg wrote this episode in which the doctors make an unusual house call.
Got a large retroperitoneal hematoma right here.
Oh, yeah, that's going to bleed when you open it. Give me a Mets.
3 gunmen take hostages and demand medical attention after one of them is wounded in a police shootout.
I tell the guy that his son has to leave or he's going to die. They say do an operation here, and the deal is that if we don't save his life, everybody dies.
Surviving the sub-zero weather meant lots of heaters, hats, and hot soup. But it was all worth it to give Chicago Hope that authentic Chicago look.
It does feel like we're doing a big movie, and that's kind of a nice change.
And that episode of Chicago Hope airs January 20th.
Well, from the Windy City to Sin City, Chevy Chase is going on vacation again. For the 4th time, the Griswold family is packing up and hitting the road. And Access Hollywood went along for the wild ride.
Thank God we're all right.
Clark, we're stuck under a truck. It's been 7 years since we last went on vacation with the Griswolds.
Made pretty good time.
And now this off-the-wall family has landed in Las Vegas for an anything but typical Vegas vacation.
It's not the Brady Bunch.
Beverly D'Angelo returns for her 4th vacation as Ellen Griswold.
I never imagined that America was going to identify with these people so much.
And Randy Quaid reprises his role as annoying Uncle Eddie.
Oh my God, it's Wayne Newton.
In Vegas vacation, Chevy and company pull into town and pull up to the gambling tables, getting hooked on the high of placing those bets. But the real action happens when Ellen Griswold meets the man of her dreams, Wayne Newton.
Dankeschön, darling, Dankeschön.
Wayne Newton is hot. Wayne Newton is on fire. And Ellen Griswold loves him.
Shooting inside a casino proved to be no easy feat, and filming around fans took its toll on all the stars.
When you're doing this kind of comedy, you really need your concentration. And it's more of a distraction, really.
You can't ask everybody in the casino to just shut up, you know.
But at the end of the day, with the shots in the can, everyone came out a winner.
I just lost Access Hollywood's money.
Well, almost everyone. Hope it won my money. Well, there are a couple of things that do change with every vacation movie. The Griswold Kids. No two actors have been used to play them in more than one movie.
Tomorrow, John Bon Jovi's got a new job.
The big dope deal. That's really acting.
Plus, she's a real hot species. And now Natasha's running from a nasty cult. That's tomorrow on Access Hollywood.
In Spotlight tonight, a look at December 31st. Charles Lawton starred in The Hunchback of Notre Dame, opening this week in 1939. As we mentioned earlier, the first Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve aired this night in 1972.
It is now 1973 as of now.
In high school, he was a star of the stage. Today, he's a star of the cinema. Happy 37th birthday to Val Kilmer.
Then I saw her face.
And this week in 1966, the Monkees had us all convinced with their #1 hit, I'm a Believer, a song written by Neil Diamond. On a sad note in Hollywood, actor Lou Ayres, who played Dr. Killdeer in the movies, died yesterday. Over his extensive career, the 88-year-old actor made such memorable movies as All Quiet on the Western Front and The Kiss with Greta Garbo. He leaves behind his wife, Diana, of 31 years.
Nancy, 1996 saw the passing of many celebrities whose films and deeds will now live on forever. We're going to pay tribute to those stars we loved and lost in 1996 with a look back at some of their magical moments.
That'll do it for us. Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow.
We leave you with a little bit more of the big preparations for the Rose Parade. Have a happy and safe New Year.
Yes. Bye-bye, everybody.